Okay, here we are, back at hour number 3. David John Oates joins us, who watched and listened to, unlike most of the rest of us, is how he listens to things, and has speech reversals for us from Donald Trump's inauguration speech. Hello, David. How did it seem to you today?
Oh, well, it was a very interesting speech, a very powerful speech. I was very impressed with it, and reversals were equally as impressive in Trump's true style and fashion. So, yeah,
Right.
all good, all good. So,
It's probably a good moment to pause and look back. Trump has never conflicted in his presentation forwards with his subconscious in reverse. He's always been, the man is a complete, an absolute aberration from any politician I've ever been around, indirectly, of course. But, he's one of a kind.
Yeah,
One of a kind.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to go down in history as one of the greats, I would say.
How is it that a man of his integrity could really wade through the filth that he had to for so long, and the abuse and the punishment and the horrible attacks, and continue going? And the only way I can sum it up is that he cares so much about this country and its people and its greatness, and wanting that to be restored, that he did it, and somehow he had the fortitude to make it happen. It just amazes me.
Yeah, well, we saw it all on the show from the very beginning. His reversals were always very congruent and always very passionate about America.
Yes.
And so he had that strength of resolve, is what he did.
If he had been BSing, he wouldn't have made it. This man was speaking such monumental truth that you sensed it. And I think people, as we know, hearing others talk, hear them in reverse, heard that this man wasn't lying.
Yeah, there's only one other politician I've done that was as congruent as Trump, and that was Rabin, president of Israel, who was assassinated. Yeah, he also had very congruent reversals. But Trump's one of a kind. He certainly is, and he never ceases to come through with something quite amazing.
Yeah, the video of the reversals is up in headlines at Rense. You can go see it there. Look in David's columnist box, or you can go to reversespeech.com. All right, David, let's go on and take a listen.
All right. Well, let's have a look at the inauguration. So here we have reversal number 1.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute.
And have an interesting reversal to start off with. We've had a few comments on YouTube about what this means. I'll tell you what they are. Reversal says, "I'll see in the lawsuit."
I'll see in the lawsuit. I'll see in the lawsuit.
You hear that one there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Lawsuit.
Okay, well, I didn't really know what it meant either, but some people reckon, he's going to faithfully execute the office. He's going to be strong on crime. There'll be legal action happening. He's going to be strong on treaties.
I gotcha. Yeah.
And he's thinking in business terms. See, when a businessman fights, he fights with lawsuits and subpoenas and legal action.
Very good. Yeah.
So he's thinking in business terms. So he's gonna fight for justice. He's gonna fight for what is right, and he's gonna use the law to his advantage. So he's stating his intent and purpose as he begins.
Fascinating. Very good analysis. Yeah, sure.
And here we have another one. Got quite a few, so here's the next one.
Preserve, protect, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And this one uses a metaphor. It's actually quite profound once you understand what the metaphor means. So he says in reverse, "I give my horse."
I give my horse. I give my horse.
And again.
I give my horse.
How
So
interesting.
there's two ways you can turn. Yeah. And two ways you can look. Well, there's probably more than two. There always is with reversals. But on a straight translation of a metaphor, a horse is to move forward with spiritual strength. So I'm going to give my strength and my energy. I'm going to give my soul to America. Or you can think of the general saying, I'm going to hand over my horse. I'm going to give all that I am on this mission that I have been given. Okay?
Wow. Fits perfectly. Remarkable.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, quite an amazing reversal. Yep. Okay, next one along.
Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another profound whistle. I'll bless your vow. You hear that one?
What is he saying again?
Yeah, I agree that's not as clear as I would have liked.
What is it?
Your vow.
They'll bless your vow. They'll bless your vow. Bless is coming across. Bless has 3 syllables in it. In the reversal,
really? Okay.
I think. Let's hear it.
Let's play it again. Oh, it's a tone.
It's a bless.
Yeah.
But it still works.
It's not as clear as I would have.
No, it still works.
He's going to command respect, okay? He's given the vows of office, and people will respect it. And
I think they absolutely. Yes. He will lead by doing, and he will accrue the rewards that come from it.
Exactly right. Yep. Okay, next one along. Here we go.
One home and one glorious destiny.
Talking about our destiny, and he said backwards, and it said, see a road now.
And it said, see a road, no. And it said, see a road, no.
Wonderful reverse.
And it said, see a road.
What interesting,
it said,
interesting language, David. These are visually in your mind, really visionary language.
Yes. Well, he's making a proclamation too, and when he's talking forwards about destiny. And yes, see a road. I can see where we're going. I'm on a road. I give my horse.
It's almost.
I've got the law on my side.
It's almost divine.
Incredible.
It's almost divine speech from his subconscious. This guy is on a higher level than anyone I've ever heard before. Never heard anything like this.
It's just incredible imagery. Yeah. He'll play this.
I want to suggest again, David, that people who listen to him speak are hearing him in reverse. That's the part that we don't often mention, and they're being completely put in a position of having a supreme confidence in him by his subconscious mind.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. Yes, quite an amazing man. All right, here's the next one.
There was little to celebrate for struggling families.
And talking about struggling families, and he'll bless it.
He'll bless it. He'll bless it. He'll bless it.
Talk about himself in the third person, but he's going to assist the struggling family. He's going to bless them. He's going to help them. Okay?
Wow.
Just incredible reversals.
Yes.
And here's another one's a bit of a metaphor. I know what it means. I can't explain here. I'll play it, then we'll talk about it. So here's the forwards.
We must protect our borders from the ravages of other countries, making our products, stealing our companies, and destroying our jobs.
And see the buck on your lease.
See the buck on your lease. See the buck on your lease.
And again.
See the buck on your lease.
He's going to start making money from overseas companies. He's in a money-making mood. Once again, he is talking in his business thinking, okay? And, he's got properties, you lease them out. If people are going to use America and use our resources, and whether they're Americans or overseas, we're going to make money out of it. Okay, see the buck on your leash. He's thinking in business terminology. Okay, he wants to make more money for America. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yep. Yeah. Sure does.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Another good reversal. All right, next one along.
That have stolen too many lives and robbed our country.
He simply says, I'll lead them.
I'll lead them.
I'll lead them. I'll lead them.
Yeah, indeed he will.
He's going to lead them.
Yeah.
Indeed he will. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Okay, next one along.
And the factories closed.
And he says, so I'll see you.
So I'll see you.
So I'll see you.
A little bit unclear.
So I'll see you.
Yeah, the factory's closed. He's going to see them all. He's going to see them come back again. Okay?
Sure.
He will see them again. All right?
Wow.
All right. Here we have another lawsuit metaphor. Well, not lawsuit. You use the word sued. Anyway, here's the forwards.
We will seek friendship and goodwill with the nations of the world, but we do so with the understanding that it is the right of all nations to put their own interests first.
And this one is, they're not evil, I sued you.
No, if the war sued you.
If the war sued you.
Yeah, there he is.
If the war sued you.
Yeah, the nations aren't evil. But he's going to fight them. He's out there. He's going to get our treaties. He's going to make sure everything's enforced. There's a new sheriff in town, folks.
That's a good line. It's almost this almost harkens back half a century. The thinking, the idea of having values and morality and all of that is gone now. It's all sleaze and criminal and corruption. Obama left us. He ran the national debt up 86% in 8 years, from $13 to $20 trillion. There's no conscience there.
Oh, that's just unbelievably criminal. The guy should be locked up, not flown away on Air Force One.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, here's Trump again.
Thank you. God bless America.
And he says, the crime is so bad. Wake up.
Turn myself back. Please get.
Turn myself back. Please get.
Can you hear that underneath the applause? I think that's fairly clear underneath the applause.
Sure.
Turn myself back.
Yeah, he's here to fight it. He's recognizing the problem is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Here's a verse a lot of people will cheer at. So here's the forwards.
They have been magnificent. Thank you.
Here he says, wake up, smash the Fed, which is what JFK tried to do. So here we go.
There it is.
There it is. Smash the Fed. Wow. He's
challenged virtually everything that no one else would challenge. You don't challenge the globalists. You don't challenge the Fed. Smash the Fed. That's what he's thinking when he's speaking forwards. You don't do these things and live to tell about it. Let's put it that way. The man has more courage and fortitude and integrity than... It's too bad that more people can't hear this and understand what we've been following, thanks to you, for well over a year and a half now. He has never deviated or varied from this pathway of truly a righteous person. He is.
Yeah. And many times we've seen the reversals come true, or play a reversal, and a week later it happens.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I don't know how you can approach politics without reverse speech under your belt. And people say that who follow my YouTube channels. It's like, this is
Yeah.
Exactly what's going on.
David, these are just, again, you've been doing this 33 years. Have you ever seen someone in this position at this level of stature, or any stature, over this period of time, under such pressure?
Never.
No, I never.
Never. No, he's a rock. He's a rock. He's solid. He's congruent. What can I say?
He grew up in a different age with he has different values. The word is used over and over again, but he really does have the kind of values that made America what it was. And that's what he wants to bring back. He wants the streets safer. He wants children to be safe. He wants so many good things that this country used to have. When I was a kid, we didn't have to lock the house.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying we're going to get back to that, but those are the kinds of values that the millennials and the snowflakes and the next twisted gender generation, who are being told that they don't have to decide if they're a male or a female till they're an adult, they will never understand. They will never understand unless somehow President Donald Trump is able to show them. Maybe if they see it, they'll understand it. I don't know. It's such a difficult thing.
He's going to look. One thing we've learned a lot of things about Donald Trump, but one thing we've learned is never underestimate him. He was predicted as being down for the count so many times during the election campaign.
Yes, he was.
Here he is, President of the United States.
How has this gone over in Australia?
Well, it's actually quite interesting. Australia is when they were first covering Donald Trump, they painted him in a fairly bad light, but they're taking a complete twist, the opposite direction. They're all behind him now, and the media is very, very, very positive coverage in the last few weeks. So I don't know where they had their change of heart, but they have.
Well, maybe they had a change of heart partly due to the fact that you're being invaded by these subhuman animals they're calling refugees and migrants. They're not. They're political invaders being pushed around the world by those globalists who want the world to completely cave in and collapse and become their total territory.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we've got a couple of reversals to go on the inauguration. Then we've got a couple on the ball, on one of the balls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so here's the next one.
It's time to remember that old wisdom our soldiers will never forget, that whether we are black or brown or white, we all bleed the same red blood of patriots.
That's an interesting reversal. They'll mess a deal, bore you.
They'll mess a deal, bore you. They'll mess a deal, bore you.
Personally, I think he's.
They'll mess a deal, bore you.
I think he's talking about those in the swamp that he's got to drain out. There's some people around him who are going to mess up. Okay.
They'll mess a deal. They'll mess up a deal. He's made several. I'm not sure if he was forced, if he kind of caved into pressure. I don't know, but some of his picks are not good. Not many, but some of them are very bad. This Rex Tillerson is talking war with China already, even though he's not saying it. But he's threatening a country, a thermonuclear country of 1.3 billion people, that they will not be allowed to build any more artificial islands. They're naval bases is what they are, in international waters in the South China Sea. And furthermore, in his confirmation hearings, he said, we will also prevent them from access to their own islands that they built. I mean, this is really asking for trouble. If he's successful in causing some kind of a military action to prevent the Chinese from getting to their islands, this will lead to war. And if there is war, I think you can expect the Chinese to invade. Well, I guess Taiwan would be the most initial target. All right, let me back up. They're going to invade Taiwan, and then they'll turn North Korea loose on South Korea. and look and see what happens. The United States will not be able to deal with those two wars. No way. Not unless they go immediately to nuclear. So you get an invasion of Taiwan and an invasion of South Korea by North Korea. For what? For keeping the Chinese from getting to their own little islands that they built on coral reefs in the South China Sea? It makes no sense. I don't know why he's saying that. Jeff Sessions also has said several times that he's pro-immigration, that he doesn't want to do anything to stop immigrants from getting into this country. I'm paraphrasing, but those are what he said in his position statements. So these are both diametrically opposed to Trump's own spoken statements. And I don't know how this is going to come out in the laundry. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, he's got a couple little issues to deal with.
Big issues.
Yeah, all right. Yes,
big
right.
issues.
Being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Okay, last reversal on the inauguration speech.
At the expense of American industry.
It just simply says, you're set.
You're set.
You're set.
He's ready to go.
You're set.
All right, there we go.
Well, a whole new day. This is going to be a new United States, a different United States, a united United States. Now, he's got some problems. Speaking of states, with states like California, it's crackers out there. They're wonderful people there. Many have left the state, by the way, to relocate to other states, but California is a problem. There are other states with problems, and we'll have to see what he does to try to bring them back into the fold, or you will see secession movements again rear their heads, and they'll try and lead these states out of the Union. I don't know how that would be handled either. So there are going to be, obviously, a great many things come up in the next 4 years. Hopefully he lives that long, that we've never faced before. So this is not going to be in any way boring. It's going to be every day something different, because the war on Donald Trump is not going to abate. It's going to continue, and it's going to intensify. CNN and the others, the media whores, are not going to stop. So this is going to be a very, very, I think, tense and ultimately a fascinating historical time. We'll see. Hold on, David and I will be right back with more amazing speech reversals. John Oates, and some more just remarkable reversals by this remarkable man. He is exactly what he seems to be. That just should boggle the mind of everybody listening.
Yep, he certainly is. All right, let's have a look at a couple of reversals on the inaugural ball. Here we have the first one.
And we're going to be producing results. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.
He says, I love you.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Just amazing.
Incredible. And here he is again.
I want to thank everybody. We love you.
He says, I love you backwards, and he says that we love you forwards. Amazing. And this one simply says, we value.
We value. We value.
Mm.
We value.
Yep. There we go. Pretty amazing. All right, while we're on Trump, let's look at some reversals on his very first press conference that he gave just last week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first section forwards.
And I must say that I want to thank a lot of the news organizations here today because they looked at that nonsense that was released by maybe the intelligence.
The audio is not very good on this. It mightn't work. Let's see if you can hear the reversal. The shares that go with the flour.
The shares that go with the flour.
Oh, that's clear.
The shares that go with the flour.
You hearing that okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I think the first word might be, starts with a T rather than the. There's a hard consonant there somewhere.
Oh, okay, let's listen again.
Oh,
2 shares.
Yeah, 2 shares.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good reversal. Flower is a metaphor for new life, new beginning. Wonderful reversal, you know. We'll see a flower in his presidency.
Yes, sir.
And here's a wonderful reversal, this one.
And I think they will be. I think a lot of people will be following. I think a lot of industries are going to be coming back. We have to get our drug industry coming back. Our drug industry has been disastrous.
He's talking about industry coming back, and he says, this is a long reversal, very unusual to get them this long. You've seen that I will give that love, you will be proud of it. Okay? You've seen that I give that love, you will be proud of it.
Yes, and I will give that love, you will be proud of it.
Isn't that nice?
That is really nice. He's really a nice person.
Yes, he is.
What's he doing in politics, for God's sakes, you know?
Because America needs him.
He's too nice. I still think this is divine placement. I really do. There's something else going on here. There has to be.
Yeah. And, we just wonder. And here's the next one.
And I've heard some of these bands over the years. They're incredible. We're going to have a very, very elegant day. The 20th is going to be something that will be very, very special, very beautiful.
And here he says, love your dream will save you.
There's another incredibly magnanimous statement. Just
reversal. Just
love. Go ahead and love your dream. It's okay. Have that dream. Hold that dream. We'll save you. We're going to make you happy and make that happen. We're going to try to anyway. I mean, that's just, those are the kinds of thoughts you don't hear from politicians.
I know. Yeah. I know, you're absolutely right.
He's almost a holy man. I'm not being overly dramatic here. These statements are not normal human statements.
They're not. You're absolutely right. Here's the next one.
You can move from Michigan to Tennessee and to North Carolina and South Carolina. You can move from South Carolina back to Michigan. You can do anywhere. You got a lot of states at play, a lot of competition. So it's not like, oh, gee, I'm taking the competition. You got a lot of places you can move. And I don't care, as long as it's within the United States, the borders of the United States. There will be a major border tax on these companies that are leaving.
And he says, yes, I need to solve it.
Yes, and I need to solve it.
He's on the job.
And he will.
And he will, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind about that at all.
No.
All right, here we have about the only reversal I've ever found on Trump that you could possibly call incongruent, but it's really not. But anyway, I'll play it to you. We've got a little problem coming up somewhere, so let's play this one.
What's the difference? I want to get the wall started. I don't want to wait a year and a half until I make my deal with Mexico. So, and we probably will have a deal sooner than that. And by the way, Mexico has been so nice.
Okay, so it's talking about the wall and Mexico paying for it, but he says backwards, they will not deal with us.
We will deal with us.
And again.
Well, that's. I don't think that's incongruent. I think he's simply stating a fact in reverse that they hate us, they hate him for this wall idea, and they're not going to deal with it. He's going to have to force it some other way. So why wait? Let's get it underway.
Okay, so forced attacks or border attacks. Or
something. And he has the ability, apparently, to maybe stand behind introduced legislation, or maybe he can do something with executive orders to stop the outflow of billions of dollars of currency from the U.S. to Mexico. He can charge a tax on every dollar sent. Can. I don't know how he can do it, but it was explained about a year ago, and it made perfect sense. He's going to have to force it, but the money's there, and the Mexicans don't want to lose that income. So they're going to have to fold and allow it to happen.
Right. Anyway, well, there you go.
Very good.
And
don't forget that one you played 3 ago. That one was just extraordinary. I want to hear that again, please.
Oh, that long sentence?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Just save that one, because that's
it's extraordinary too, because it's so long. How can that possibly occur by pure chance? I mean, it's so long and so congruent and so consistent. So here's the forwards.
And I think they will be. I think a lot of people will be following. I think a lot of industries are going to be coming back. We have to get our drug industry coming back. Our drug industry has been disastrous.
And you've seen that I will give that love. You will be proud of it.
Yes, and industry coming back. Our drug industry.
Oh, what happened then? How come that was played forwards? The next... Oh, hang on. Let's play them all again. Sorry, I got messed up there.
It's just, that's about as long as a reversal as you're going to hear.
Yeah, they don't get much longer than that.
No, that's remarkable.
And just the last reversal on his press conference.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
They were largely recommended and highly recommended by Federalist Society. Jim DeMint was also very much involved in his group, which is fantastic, and he's a fantastic guy.
Here he just simply says, hit ISIS.
Hit ISIS.
You hear that? He's gonna do a massive strike on ISIS sometime.
Did he say? I can't remember. I'm on a different phone system over here. Did he say he hit ISIS, or did he just say hit ISIS?
Okay, let's listen again.
Hit ISIS.
Ooh.
Hit ISIS.
No, just hit.
Hit ISIS.
Just hit. No,
okay.
he.
He is in there.
Do it again.
Isn't the first word he?
Do it again.
Hit ISIS.
Oh, quick.
Hit ISIS.
I can hear that now.
Hit ISIS.
Very quick. He hit ISIS.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think he's going to talk much about it in forwards, but...
Well, he's talking about himself in third person there. He hit ISIS.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
and he's talking about the future. He's going to nail him.
Yes, he is. He's all ready for it.
You know what those lunatics did? They somehow, I don't know how they did it, but they got back into control of much of Palmyra. And they blew up the most exquisite, gorgeous, ancient Roman outdoor theater.
Oh, yes, I saw that. Yes.
Just make you sick.
Just incredible stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at someone, John Brennan, director of the CIA. He's talking about the dirt on Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So is there such information? As I said, if we had that type of information, we would share it with the FBI. I just have said that's not a denial, sir. I wouldn't confirm or deny something like that on your program, as much as I respect you, Chris.
Okay, this is this leaked trash. The reversal says something they're working on.
Something they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, they're working on manufacturing trash against Trump.
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there's the head of the CIA telling us this has come from us, guys. Okay?
Yep. Yep.
No surprise there. Okay, next one along.
I regret that we were not able to find a way to arrest the growth of violence and bloodshed there.
Talking about ISIS, I guess. I don't know whether... Look, I've got this documented as full, F-U-L-L, with the terror. But someone on the YouTube video where I posted this said it says fooled, F-O-O-L-E-D. So is it full with the terror or fooled with the terror?
Full with the terror. Full with the terror.
Huh.
Full with the terror.
I hear the hint of a D.
Yeah, I do too. I think it is fooled with the terror.
Full with the terror. Full with the terror.
It is fooled.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Oh, I wonder what he means by that. How we be fooled with the terror?
Maybe he's saying we used it, we controlled it, we fooled with it, but he's talking about how it's a U.S. operation, basically, fooled with the terror. Or is it we fooled people with the terror?
I think we fooled people with the terror.
In other words, we're behind it. Nobody knew that. We fooled them.
That would make total sense. That's in total keeping with the way the CIA works. Wow. Wouldn't surprise me at all. All right, next one.
From your vantage point at Langley as the director of the CIA, what's the most immediate and pressing crisis, foreign policy, national security crisis that Mr. Trump will face?
Oh, the problem is, or the challenge is, that he's going to face numerous ones immediately.
He simply says they're bleeding us now.
Yeah, bleeding us now.
Yeah, bleeding us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, bleeding us now.
I guess it's just there's numerous problems that makes sense.
He almost sounded to me like he was laughing at Trump, mocking him a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be right. Yep. All right. Now, you know how Joe Biden got the American Medal of Freedom was it just last week?
Just as almost as disgusting as the Nobel Prize to Obama. Almost.
All right. Well, here's some reversals on it. So here's the first one.
Guys like Mel Montauk. I mean, I look around here and I'm startled. I keep seeing people I don't expect. Madam President, how are you?
Now, this is an interesting reverse. He says, America is now one. Present tense reversal. America is now one.
America has now won. America has now won.
You hear that one?
Yes.
He's acknowledging unconsciously Donald Trump's success.
Correct.
And that Donald Trump is the right man. And then his very next reversal is this one.
And, Mr. President,
Here he says, I am her loser. Her referring to America because he's lost. They lost. I am her loser.
Yeah. Loser. Yeah.
Long and drawn out.
Loser.
You hear that?
Wow. Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, well, quite an amazing reversal. All right, next one along.
Part of the journey of a remarkable man who did remarkable things for this country.
Says, he's talking about Obama.
Good. Yeah, but I mean, who's he fooling? I mean, this is absurd. Go ahead.
I know. And he says, I am overcome. I think he's probably overcome by the moment. I don't know.
I did sound like he was emotional. Two reversals back. Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly does. And here's one that's under applause. Let's see if you can hear it.
But I don't know why they pay them anything. Because they get to advise me. Let me explain what I mean by that.
It's I've been a Nazi. Hear that under the applause?
There's another syllable in there. I can't make it out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. What did you get? I'm a what?
I've been a Nazi?
There's something else in there. I've been a book Nazi. I've been a book Nazi. Something else.
Okay. It's hard to tell with the applause. Maybe I shouldn't have.
But it's there. I think if we spent some time on it, we could figure it out. I think it's correct. It's kind of like there's a word with a contraction word in there with an apostrophe that is going very quickly. Anyway, no big deal because the message is there. I got it. And he is such a creep. If you've ever watched the videos of him with little girls and things, oh, man.
Yeah. I played some reversals on Biden on my own show today. If you missed my show every Friday afternoon, folks, go to davidoates.com. They're all archived there.
Don't miss them. They're really fascinating.
Yeah. I'm doing my show on your network for a year now.
Oh, oh, wow, amazing. Well,
and still have got tens of thousands more reversals to play yet. I haven't even scratched the top of my servers yet.
I know.
I'm just pulling out all my research and all my archives, all coming out on your on my show on your network.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
go and listen to it, folks. All right, okay. Let's hear he's talking about his wife.
And what can I get you?
Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go.
Mr. President, you observed early on that when either one of my boys would walk in the room, they'd walk up and say, "Dad, what can I get you?"
Here he says, herd denial.
Herd denial. Herd denial. Herd denial.
Yeah, the Dems are all in denial.
I guess.
I guess so. And here's a strange one.
And I've never once doubted on these life and death decisions.
And here he says, revenge on it.
Revenge on it. Revenge on it.
I don't know what he means by that.
Revenge on it.
Does that mean that whenever someone overstates something like that, never, he's lying, and maybe in reverse his subconscious is saying, revenge on Obama for killing so many people. He's talking about killing people there. And Obama's decisions to kill people.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right. Oh, yeah. Right.
Revenge on that. In other words, his subconscious isn't buying it. That he may never have contested it, but his position is not to contest it. So he's trying to make himself look better, but his subconscious says, no, there needs to be revenge on that.
Anyway,
you know, Obama dropped in his 8 years over 100,000 bombs from American planes on people.
Oh my God, that's a lot of bombs! Wow,
a lot of dead people.
Wow. Yep, quite incredible. Oh, here's Sleazy Cruz talking about cutting off funding to UN over Israel.
Well, listen, the last month, what we've seen Barack Obama do to Israel, I think has been shameful. It's been on the way out. He has struck out repeatedly at Israel and done real damage.
He says, I'm a sellout.
On the Zillow.
He sure is.
No, I love you and achieve your dreams there, is there?
No, that's funny.
You know, it's funny. I was watching the inaugural ball just before your show, and I had this horrible thought come through my mind. Oh my God, what if we were watching Bill and Hillary on the ball right now?
That's truly horrific. Yeah.
That was a horrible thought.
That is. Well, she caught Bill leering at.
Yeah, I saw that.
The First Lady today, which was kind of funny.
That's funny. Oh, dear.
She doesn't look like a woman who has retired from politics to me at all. I think she's going to run for mayor of New York. She'll win it with her hands behind her back. She's not going away.
No, I don't think we've seen the last of her. All right, here's Trump talking about the media. CNN particularly.
CNN did a focus group. Unfortunately, it's so sad. They got caught trying to convince people and find the right people so they could give a phony vote. CNN is a disgrace.
It says there's no smile.
There's no smile.
Yeah.
There's no smile.
And this reversal tells us why they don't like Trump.
In a year from now.
And that's it. I'm a free unit.
I'm a free unit. I'm a free unit.
And he is, isn't he?
He certainly is. He's a free man, beholden to nobody. He's a true outsider and an independent. That's short and sweet. Tells it all.
Yep. Well, the day has come. I am so pleased. You'll remember I aired some concerns on your show a few times that Hillary was ahead of the polls. And
Yes.
Just goes to show you can't trust the polls, can you? So,
no, especially when they're put together by the mainstream media.
Yeah, right. Well, a new day has come, and I'd like to thank in particular Naomi from Canada, who has helped in this last 18 months with some marvelous reversals.
Yeah.
And,
thank you, Naomi. Yes, you've been a huge help. This has been a long time. Let me thank you, David, for all the work you've done, and for Naomi and the others who have helped as well. We talked about this in the beginning, that going through this political season with reverse speech was going to, I think, be the most important time that reverse speech was going to be used in our history. And I think we've proven that probably correct so far. We'll see.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, David. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. The remarkable David John Oates and the even more remarkable reverse speech. All right? There you go. It has been a really amazing week. We got through it. Have a wonderful weekend. Count your blessings, and we will talk soon. John Oates and some more just remarkable reversals by this remarkable man. He is exactly what he seems to be. That just should boggle the mind of everybody listening.
Yep, he certainly is. All right, let's have a look. A couple of reversals on the inaugural ball. Here we have the first one.
And we're going to be producing results. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.
And he says, I love you.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Just amazing.
Incredible. And here he is again.
I want to thank everybody. We love you.
He says, I love you backwards, and he says, we love you forwards. Amazing. And this one simply says, we value.
We value. We value. We value.
Yep, there we go. Pretty amazing. All right, while we're on Trump, let's look at some reversals on his very first press conference that he gave just last week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the first section forwards.
And I must say that I want to thank a lot of the news organizations here today, because they looked at that nonsense that was released by maybe the intelligence.
The audio's not very good on this. It mightn't work. Let's see if you can hear the reversal. The shares that go with the flower.
Shares that goes into the flower.
Oh, that's clear.
Shares that goes into the flower.
You hearing that okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I think the first word might be, starts with a T rather than the. There's a hard consonant there somewhere.
Oh, okay, let's just again. Oh, 2 shares.
Yeah, 2 shares.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good reversal. Flower is a metaphor for new life, new beginning. Wonderful reversal, you know. We'll see a flower in his presidency.
Yes, sir.
And here's a wonderful reversal, this one.
And I think they will be. I think a lot of people will be following. I think a lot of industries are going to be coming back. We have to get our drug industry coming back.